Using one of these can literally kill you.
Oh my god.
In this video, we are going to be doing the scariest thing that a mechanic can do to a vehicle. And I do mean it. Everyone, literally, when they do their job, they're like, we are going to be replacing the coil springs on this Saab 9.3 over here. And we are going to be using the conventional Widowmaker right here. Good brand, but is it worth it doing it with these unsecured spring compressor right here? What we're gonna do is we're gonna be showing you the difference between this and also a professional spring compressor. The one that is secured, the one that is safer to use, not completely safe, but safer. Using one of these can literally kill you. And I am not even joking. This can cost you your jaw, your face, your head, your brain. You think about it, and we will show you how and why. As for any job, we first have to inspect the customer's concern to make sure that we're not replacing parts for no reason. All is good on this side. Check mine. Oh mate, mine is definitely mangled. Look at that. That's crazy. Even then, when you work on snap springs like this, even if it's in the car, it is still very dangerous. I've seen it. They literally just fly off like the little tail anyway. But this one seems like it's already out of the car. But it's a bit like my face. Gotta be careful with it. It's quite bad, that one. Let's go and replace it. Removing the strut on this vehicle is straightforward. We only need to remove the two securing bolts on the hub, drop link and bolts to the chassis. However, working on cars is never easy, is it? Placement and nothing goes right, eh? You see that bolt up there? Well, it's not even a bolt. It's just like a securing nut for the strut. And look at it. It basically unwelded itself off of the top mount, and now we can't take it off. Great. With the owner's permission, we resorted to a more invasive tool which may damage the paint a little. And with that, we managed to remove that pesky bulb. Go on, mate. Take it out. Nice. It's mangled. That one's finished. Look at that. Oh my days. Right, so it seems like that thing is sandwiched in between the top mount. Yeah, as you can see, we can't even push it down without the head. It's not coming down. So we are forced to basically remove the bolt or the nut, whatever you call it, the bolt. Yeah, the threaded bit off of that. So what we're gonna do, because that bit is seized clearly, we're gonna heat this up using the 37 LG. Yeah. By using this heater induction, I am isolating the heat on a specific area, saving other parts around the bolt, such as the rubber boot and top mount. Goodness gracious me. Good thing is, we saved some rubber, didn't we? That didn't burn. It's what you call isolated heat, so it's just on the bolt. So here is the Widowmaker. Now, John, have you ever used one of these before?
So,
right.
to be fair, yeah, they look quite nice.
Yeah, they look nice, but they're proper Widowmakers, bro. What happens is basically, even if they're like that, yeah, well, like that, what's going to happen is that sometimes they go like this. And then the spring is basically like pregnant on this side.
Yes.
And when that happens, it literally shoots out on your face. Yeah. But I don't even know why I'm using this, but for the sake of the video, so that you guys can see how unsafe this is, yeah, we are going to use this for just one of the struts, and then we're going to show you the difference between the two, between this and the one that we use. That one is safer. It's never safe when working with compressed spring. It's never really safe. So let's go and use it. Here you go, Jay. To use this so-called Widowmaker, you have to make sure that you know how to properly use it. If you don't, please do not use them. Seek professional help or leave professionals to it. Yes, please. Hold on. Oh, I know, I'm scared, man. Alright, go on, turn it. Right, and then other side, tie it nice and slow. Oh my god, though. Some of you might be thinking that at this point I shouldn't be worrying because the spring is contained. Well, we all have to remember that this spring is old and could potentially snap under pressure, which could still send a solid metal flying towards you. It's never really safe regardless of which tool you use, is it? Why are you scared, huh?
So I'm gonna put my leg here, so if it bends out this way, I don't get it.
What if it bends your way?
How?
Go on.
Whoa.
Whoa. Keep going. Wait.
Okay, just go.
Mate, my face is on it, like. Keep going. Keep going. Oh my god. Are you scared? Are you scared? I'm very scared. No, this side now. Alternating. I think it's loose now, but. Oh my god. Bro, I'm gonna lose a tooth. Or teeth. Yeah, I think, is that it? No, a bit more, bro. Send. Right, other side.
You have to send it.
Other side. Yeah, that's it. Right, hold. This is the scariest part. If the Widowmaker was to slide to one side of the spring once we remove the top mount, it could snap, or even worse, fly towards me and John. And it could also damage the customer's car if it chooses to go to that direction. Go on, take it off. Oh, hold on. Oh, that can fit, bro, that can fit. Ay, Miguel! Removing the spring compressor is probably the most sensitive part of this job, as it can cause the spring to look pregnant if not done correctly. If that were to happen to you, you will be in a world of pain.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, he's pregnant. He's getting pregnant on one side, isn't it? My teeth. My beautiful teeth. Oh my god, it's getting pregnant. That's too much. Oh. Okay. Right. We didn't die. Bro, I remember I chucked one of these in the bin because it was like that. Yeah, that's scary, man. What are you doing behind there? You pay good. If you are going to be DIYing, you have to know how to use these properly, and you also have to secure it for when you are using it. I do not, if you're a DIY, again, I do not recommend using this. Go to your local shop, they'll probably do it for £20, right? Just to compress the spring and then replace it. You could even try and rent out the spring compressor like the one that we've got. Let me just show you how to do it safely, or safer. Oh, look at this. And that is the reason why we are replacing it. Look, it's sticking out. Luckily it didn't touch his tire, eh? Look at it, it's quite bad. That's very sharp. And there it is. Look, I'm actually like standing in front of it, because if that was to kick out, for example, this is going to be holding it in place. And plus, this spring thing's got ridges and stuff like that, so it won't be able to slip out. It conforms to the national speed limit. The natural. Using this type of spring compressor is safer compared to the Widowmaker, as it allows you to secure the spring in place. On top of that, it also compresses the spring evenly, preventing the spring from becoming, well, pregnant, as I call it. And by the way, this tool is available from Neilsen Tools for just £200. Because they are good. Look at the difference in length. Look, it's lost that much. Can you see it? Now, we're gonna compress this again. Compressing the new spring with this tool should be a breeze, but we can never be too confident until it's fully secured in place. As you can imagine, the potential energy stored within these springs can be extremely high. For the nerds out there like me, here's some values that might tickle your brain a little. Thread that in, just a little. Now, the load of the spring you can actually use to tighten it up. Hey, happy days. And that is one done. See how quick that is? Come on, Jay, let's go do it. Let's go move over to the Widowmaker. Why, bro? Why are you scared? Let's do it over there. Nah. Come on, we gotta show it to them. I'm not risking my life for a video. You are? Alright, I'm gonna work behind her. Come on, Jay. Like that, yeah? I guess, yeah, we could try to do that. At least you have a shield. Good. Sit down. Whoa. You're probably laughing, but please don't laugh at us. We know from experience how painful it can be if you get hit by one of these. We're just lucky to have this gate to work with, to be honest. Go on. Go on. Come on. Oh, guys, if we still don't deserve your subscribe after this, I don't know what will, man. Feels like I'm in jail. Yeah. Take that off. On out. Let's just compress it. Oh my god, are you going the right way there? Next. Okay.
We'll go flying up there, innit?
More, yeah. Alright, other side now? Bro, it's not compressing enough, is it? Well, no window enough. You see there a die of the spring or tetanus? Bit what? Well, other side. Alright, other side now. Alright, let's sit for now. Alright, let's see if that fits. Oh, it's present, it's present. It's not. But hold it. Gotcha, bitch! Oh my god, bro. Whoa! That is some adventure, isn't it, John? How do you feel about that? It's much better, isn't it? That one is much better. Yeah, that, yeah. Whoever wants this POS right here, okay, let me know. I'll send it to you. Alright? But I am not liable for what's about to happen to you, okay? It's a joke. I will not send this to anyone because it can literally kill you. So no, I'm not sending that to anybody. Alright? Don't buy one of those. Regardless of the brand, don't buy them. Now that we survived that malarkey, we can finally put everything back together. However, that's not where the story of this sub ends. If you want to see what else we did to this vehicle, make sure to click that subscribe button to keep up with our latest uploads. But for now, let's move on to this cool looking Honda Civic. So we have now got to fit these lowering springs for this Honda Civic right here. It looks pretty nice, man. I can't lie to you. The interior is really nice. The exterior as well, it looks so uniform and it is fresh and it's so clean as well. But for now, we are going to be fitting this I-back, E-back, or however you want to call it. We're going to be fitting it all around, so that's on the rear and then at the front as well. So let's go and get started. Hopefully we do not kill ourselves with the Widowmaker. Replacing rear springs usually doesn't involve much. As you can see, with this Honda Civic, all I had to do was to remove the drop link bolt and one bolt from the control arm. That then allowed me to slowly lower the jack to get the old spring out. Then we can install the new lowering spring, and from then on, it's just the reverse order. And as you can see here, this I-back or E-back spring looks so good on this. We'll see what it looks like at the end. Now that the rear axle is done, we can move on to replacing the front coil springs. Just like the sub, we just had to remove the drop link and securing bolt that connects it to the wheel hub. Once the strut is off, we can compress the spring, which will allow us to safely separate the spring from the shock absorber. That's the safe way to do it, isn't it? One spring off. This is a lowering spring, so I am probably going to mount it on this because it's quite low, like dramatically low. Yeah, that is a lot lower than the other one. I might even be able to push this down. Yeah, I think I can. That's a very soft spring. Yeah. I can push it down. Again, boys, don't try this at home if you don't want to die. If you don't want to unalive yourselves, you know? There you go. Let's see how John's going to do this. Alright, so this is John doing it now. John. Who's scared? If you're wondering why it's flipped upside down, well, it's one of those rotational springs, so no choice but to do it like this. But as you saw, the whole strut moved, but it was held back by the strap, and that's why I recommend using this over the Widowmaker. That's the whole point. Are you going to do it the same way that I did? I'm warning you, already wrong.
Really?
Wrong already. That's the thing, because it's a lowering spring, which means that it's a little bit shorter, so you can just push it down. Unlike this one, which is proper long, it's gonna take a lot of force to push it down. So and just like that, we have fitted everything now. And as you can see, the car is sitting nice and low as well. And just remember, it's got time to compress as well. So it's gonna look a little bit lower than this. Once it's broken in, it's gonna look so flush. It's gonna be about, the fitment's gonna be about that much. Yeah, it's looking beautiful already. But anyway, guys, stay safe out there. Like what I said, do not use one of them widow makers. Otherwise, you are just going to end up killing yourself, probably. All right, do not use it. Okay, bring it to professionals, get someone else to do it, or like what I said, rent it from a local garage if you can, if you want to save on labor and stuff like that. Rent it from your local garage, your friendly garage. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you would like to see more content like this, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.
Who's scared? Oh,